the emergency?
Apparently on Highway 5 at Day Street, I just heard a big crash and there's smoke over here by the
Okay. Is it
north.
on the freeway or is it on the street?
It's on the side. I can see the smoke. It looks like they ran off.
I heard a loud bang by our house, and now I see fire.
We notified THP about that PC on the freeway and now the fire on the public impeachment.
We're trying to transfer multiple RPs over to CHP now. 123 Alpha, 321, and 322. If you want to start that way for northbound I-5 at Palomar with a vehicle rollover.
And 157, send them code until they hear something from THP.
Number 322 is in route code.
The northbound I-5, north south. Vehicles on fire. Anyone stand here? North, right there.
UA is copy. Just confirming that's going to be related then to the northbound 5 Palomar call that we have holding.
That's the PC fire on I-5.
10-4. Station civilians that are route to the Palomar to be closer to the L Lincoln Street per area.
320 copy. I'm on I-5 now.
I'm smashing the back window. Someone's still trapped inside. Hold on. Hey, give me your hand. Give me your hand. Come on. Give me your hand. Come on. Yeah, you're doing good. Come on. Hey, come out. Come here. Give me your hand. Watch out, man. Stop. Come on. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your other hand. Come on. Come on. Hold the stuff here. Keep moving. Go. There you go. Drag him out. Come on. Keep going. Come on.
Come on, man. You're gonna be okay first.
Come on, keep going. Come on, keep going. 147, we got the subject as a vehicle. Vehicle's fully engulfed again. Relax, come on. Lay there, man. Lay there. Hey, we got the driver out of the car. He's on the side of the road. He's got bad burn injuries. Yeah. I think just one subject. We got him out the rear window.
It's important to have the overall information readily accessible. It gives the officers all the information they need to make the best possible decision. I am currently the captain of investigations and the UAS Drone as a First Responder program and also the Crime Lab. Right, so at Chula Vista Police Department, we consider ourselves different in that any idea is looked at. No idea is a bad idea. And so our chief is open to any new concept, any new idea. If you bring it up to the chain of command, we're going to actually look at it seriously. As you know, we don't have a crystal ball, and that is usually a lot of the obstacles and challenges that law enforcement face, is that they go into a situation not having the full picture or all the information. So that program transitioned into, let's use drones in the same idea and the same concept. Launch a drone to a call for service, live stream that footage to the officers and the supervisors and the lieutenants, and everyone in the department can see the footage, and then see exactly what's going on before we get there. So we have a little bit more time to make a better decision. We don't want our officers to be forced to do something. If we have time to figure out what it is, come up with a better plan, it's safer for our officers, it's safer for our community, and it's safer for the subjects that we're contacting. So for us, it was a win-win. It was just a novel idea, kind of out of the box, crazy, because no one was ever using drones to respond to calls, using drones as first responder. That's where the concept came from. But in 2017, we actually did outreach. We did community forums, city council meetings we met with civic groups to show them exactly what we were doing and what we were planning on doing before the program even started. Hey, this is our idea. What is your input? What concerns do you have? And so that was important to us, because we don't want to do a program if the community does not like it, doesn't feel safe about it. And then also get their input. What are the things that we can do better? And the biggest concern was obviously privacy. And we were able to explain to them our goal of the program is to enhance officers, give the officers that information early on so they can make a better informed decision. In addition, our fire department has access to this. So there's an emergency, there's a fire, you want your fire department to know exactly what they're going into, having the right equipment to help save time, to help save lives. So this was important, and so the community's concerned with privacy, and it makes sense. We understand that. We all want to make sure that we are secure and safe in our homes. And so when we go to a call, we are zeroing with the camera on that specific call. And then when we're returning home or RTHing back to the launch location, the camera, the gimbal automatically goes up to the horizon. So it's not angled down to a call for service. Now, if we're returning home and a new call for service comes in, that's a priority call, a 911 call that comes in, we can redirect the drone to that emergency. But again, we're not doing random patrols. And that was something that came up. Are you guys going to do random patrols? Are you going to weaponize the drone? No, that's not our goal. This is all to enhance our response to help save our community. So right now, our drone is first responder program. We came up with the concept, developed the idea. What we do is we open our door to other law enforcement agencies who are interested in starting our program. And we share with them everything that we have done thus far and the lessons that we've learned. And they have all sorts of questions. And what we tell all the other law enforcement agencies that do come into us, we're like, this is how Chula Vista does it, and it's what works for us. It may not necessarily work for you, but the first thing is, make sure, go to your community first, and then look at the cost. Because everything has a cost, and there's different things. So we open our doors and we show other law enforcement agencies the possibility of what they could do if they had this technology. As far as training, all of our pilots, our chief on down, everyone's Part 107 certified through the FAA. And we have monthly training for our pilots. So we have 25 UAS pilots in the field. So they're officers, they're detectives, they're motorcycle cops, and they have that certification. They take drones out in the field so they can respond to calls from the field, in addition to our drones first responder DFR program. Well, I'm one of thousands of law enforcement professionals. We're multitasking, and all it is prioritizing. Everything's important. Every division under me is important. Crime lab, investigations, drone, we're all important. And so it's just prioritizing and making sure they all know that I am here for them with the support that they need. If they need equipment, if they need training, My job is to make sure that they have what they need to do their job, and we're providing that service to the community. So it's just prioritizing and making sure they all know that they're all important, that everyone from sworn to our professional staff, everyone has a crucial role in the department. We have to do it together. And if we're missing a part, then we're not going to be successful. So everyone's role is important. We are excited and looking forward to the drone in the box solution, the full automation of the drone technology. Currently, right now, we have 4 launch locations throughout the city, and they're strategically placed so we can have almost 100% coverage of our city. And each drone location has a pilot in command, and that pilot in command is a company that we contract with called Flying Lion, and they provide a Part 107 pilot civilian, and they make sure the drone health is good, the batteries are switched out. They make sure that if there's any issues with the airspace, because they monitor the airspace because they can actually see it. And if there's a manned aircraft, obviously we give way to all manned aircraft. So if we can remove that person and just have a drone in a box that automatically responds to a priority call and it's secure in the box, the batteries are charged up, and when that call comes in, the box opens up, the drone launches to that call for service and does the same thing, live streams the footage. It can still be maneuvered and operated by an officer, depending on the call. And then when it's done, the drone comes back to the box, closes up, and then the batteries and all that's automated. The health of the drone is checked. If we can automate that, and we know that technology is out there now, but the full automation of that to where you can remove the person outside on the rooftop. And obviously the FAA and all them would have to be comfortable with that technology, integrating that into the airspace, but really to feel that's probably the future. We're looking forward to that, because what you could do is every fire station that you have in the city is strategically placed based on calls for service. If you could put a drone in a box at every fire station, so that drone has less of a distance and they can respond to that emergency with your fire and police and get that crucial information to help save your community and your citizens and your officers. So eventually an officer can go in the field with their patrol car and actually have a drone assigned to that officer that shadows that officer, like we currently have now with our body-worn camera. Every officer in our department is issued a body-worn camera, and they're constantly recording their interactions with the community. So that could happen with the drone. The drone could be with the officer 24/7, and they could be live streaming the information to their supervisors, to their managers, so we know what's going on. And it's a safety precaution. But it, again, like you said, it wouldn't replace the officers, it would just enhance them. In addition to having a drone that responded to a call, if there's no need to send a ground unit or send an actual officer or the fire department, those resources can be redirected to something more important, and that drone can say, oh, that call's good, it's clear. And obviously we still think it's important that an officer should be operating that drone manually, because the officer has that training and skills and experience, and they could decipher whether or not an officer or the fire department or medics are needed. But we do feel that that technology is going to come forward where there'll be drones assigned to every officer. Drones, a first responder program, is cutting edge, it's innovative, and it is the beginning of the new policing era.
We are saving lives and making a difference by changing the future of law enforcement with technology.